What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Alright, so it looks like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 on Nintendo Switch 2 may in fact be a code in the box release. So this information is coming way of VGP Video Games Plus. They are a video game retailer, and they said that the future of physical gaming should concern every physical game fan. GTA 6, Diablo, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 for Switch 2, all code in the box releases. Now, this isn't 100% confirmed. This is just what they're hearing or the information that they have. But honestly, looking at the evidence, it's probably true. Because if you look at what happened with the announcement of this game, the Switch 2 version was announced at the same time as the other versions. It was announced to come out at the same time, day and date, feature parity with the other versions. But for whatever reason, the pre-order date for the Switch 2 version was after everything else. You still can't pre-order this game on the Switch 2, not until this week. And you probably got to ask yourself why. If they already confirmed that the game's coming to Switch 2, they already confirmed that it's coming out the same day as the other systems, why are we having to wait over a month to pre-order on Switch 2 versus the other systems? And it's probably because the information about this being a code in the box is true. Because they know that if this information that got out months ago, there's going to be negativity, and there's still going to be negativity. But this is pretty much, it seems like this is them pretty much trying to hold off the negative news about this being a code in the box release, because they know Nintendo fans aren't going to like that. Holding it off as long as possible. So you won't be able to pre-order the game until later this week. And then the open beta just happens to be right after that. So they're like, oh yeah, it's a code in the box, but look, we got the game running at 60 frames per second. So they're trying to pair it up with good news. Pair up the bad news with good news. But if they would announce this, months ago, it would have been bad news all the way up until the beta, right? So I mean, I'll be honest, out of all of the games out there, all the third-party games out there that could come to the Switch 2, Call of Duty being the code in the box release probably bothers me the least. Just based the fact on, how huge these game files are, and they continue to be updated. So there was no way in hell that this was going to be fully on the cart. But that does not stop a game key card release. So I don't see why they didn't go that route. I guess they are really trying to save some money. I think at the very least they could have still given us a game key. I don't see what the deal is there. But yeah, that's an interesting decision. Now I'm not gonna act like I would never buy a code in the box game. I try to prevent it, but I do own one on the Switch 2 in the last year's version of WWE 2K. But I also waited till the game was like $13. So there's that. And then also of note, while that game was a code in the box last year, this year's version was a game key. So they saw the negativity to that, and they fixed it. So I guess, I don't know, if they see some negativity towards this, the game comes out in 2 months. They may have time to put it on a game key and change if this is what the route that they're trying to go. But honestly, it might be too late. Or maybe not. Maybe they might just have enough time. It comes out 2 months from now. They may just have enough time to try to transition to add this to make this a game key release. But anyway, what do you guys think about it? Are you still planning to pick it up, or did you change your mind now that it's cold in a box? To me personally, it's not as big of a deal because it's Call of Duty, and I know that the file sizes are huge. Um, Another game, some other games that would bother me. This one not as much, but I still believe that they should have made this at the very least a game key release. So that was kind of odd. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section.